Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Crystal Kong Minkoff shading Lisa Rinna for saying that she is the most different off camera, basically saying she's not being authentic and that she's faking it. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So, with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So, this is from Bywig Hello Drama. And it says Crystal responds to Lisa Rinna, naming her as the castmate that is different when the cameras are off. Now, that is some shade, and that's very rich coming from Lisa Rinna. It goes on to say, can Rinna, quote, own it? I believe who we see on TV is exactly who Rinna is. But the fact that she can say she is playing a character and then basically call Crystal inauthentic is nuts. She's an effing nutter. Don't come for Crystal because I'll pull out the receipts. Dun 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 dun. All right, you guys. And for those receipts, let's see what else they were saying, and then we will watch what Crystal said back to the response to Lisa Rinna, basically calling her inauthentic. And then, of course, you know me, I'm Petty Boots. I found the article that they're referring to when Lisa Rinna admits that she's basically lying and faking it and creating a character on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But then we'll do a deep dive into what I think is really going on. So here we go. It says Lisa Rinna admits her character on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was actually said. Okay, here we go.
I do have to ask you this. I didn't know, but so I saw a clip when you were all at BravoCon and you were all being interviewed. I forget who the interviewer was, but he said, is there anybody who you feel is different off camera? Most people said no, no, and then Rinna right away said Crystal. What is your reaction to
Um, it's funny. It could either be projection or, I'm actually, and I do think there is this is part true, is like, I'm a very bubbly, like, person. I'm always smiling and happy.
Yeah.
And people are like, why are you not smiling on the show? And so I think I don't want to be like that, but the environment creates that for me. And Rinna knows some people that I know, and they're like, oh, Crystal's always like happy and whatever. So I think maybe that's it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I do have to ask you this. I didn't know, but so I saw a clip when you were all at BravoCon and you were all being interviewed. I forget who the interviewer.
Which housewife acts differently when the cameras stop rolling?
I would say they're really the same.
I don't think anyone on our cast does that. Crystal.
Which housewife?
So why didn't you call me? Why didn't you come to me and say,
Lisa,
I have a problem?
why on earth would I call you?
You said that that's what you do.
Thinking, this is a real nutter.
You know
She's
what?
a real freaking nutter.
So why didn't you call me? Why didn't you come?
So you know me, I'm Shady Boots. I found the article, so let's read it. And as you guys saw, Lisa Rinna was saying Crystal is inauthentic. Crystal clapped back and said, girl, you're projecting. And it turns out Crystal was right. So let's read the article. This is from E! News. Lisa Rinna admits her character on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is, quote, not of all who I am. So this confirms what we've all been saying. She's acting like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is a soap opera, and it's not. But let's keep going. Bravo star explains why she joined the reality show and if she would return. This is back in July. Lisa Rinna don't eat Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the QVC fashion designer knew there could be some benefits financially. All right, let's keep going. I was looking at it from a business angle. She shared in a new interview with the Los Angeles Times. I saw what it did for Nene Leakes, Lisa Vanderpump, Kyle Richards, Bethany Frankel. Fast forward to today, and Lisa is a staple in the Bravo reality show that celebrates its season finale tonight. And while she's known for her hilarious confessionals and drama-filled scenes, don't you ever come after her husband. Lisa admits to viewing herself as a character. I see her as a character because it's not all of who I am. I'm watching Lisa on The Real Housewives, or Rinna, as I like to call her. The proud mom shared. Proud mom? my, have the mighty have fallen. Side note, let's not get into her exploiting Amelia's ED. Let's not get into the fact that Delilah was on Instagram crying because she was addicted to prescription pills, and she needed her parents to pay for trauma therapy, and they would not. Let's not get into the fact that she was exploiting the fact that her daughter, Amelia, who was probably late teens, early 20s, was, dating Scott Disick, who was in his 40s with 4 children. But, yeah. And also, let's not talk about what just happened with New York Fashion Week. The creepy photos with Harry Hamlin and their daughters was too sexualized. But let's continue. She's funny. I get a kick out of her, actually. When I watch her, I'm like, God, she's the comic relief. Okay, Lisa. While some scenes and storylines are tough to relive, Lisa said her QVC business has continued to flourish. She also has been able to get deals through her social media platforms that provide extra income. And then there are the pros that come with being on TV week after week. I've never been more famous than I am at this point because of the show, she shared. I wanted to be a star. My husband, Harry, is much more like, I'm an actor, it's about the craft. I didn't care whether I was a great actor. I just wanted to be famous and was going to do whatever I had to get there. Wow. She told us she was going to do whatever she had to be famous. And some people, they don't care if they're famous or if they're infamous. And right now, Lisa Rinna is definitely infamous. She's famous because she's hated, or she's famous because of something very negative and dark. Look what she did to Kathy Hilton. Look what she tried to do to Garcelle. Look what she tried to do to Sutton. Look what she did to Denise Richards. Look what she did to LVP. Look what she did to Eden Sassoon. Look what she did to Kim Richards. Look what she did to, who else is there? Yolanda Hadid. She told us she doesn't care about being a great actress. She just wants to be famous. With the 3-part reunion kicking off later this month, the drama is just beginning. But when asked if she sees herself continuing with the show if it's renewed, Lisa is ready to own it and express her hopes of returning. Of course she wants to return. This is her bread and butter. After this article, she got allegedly, fired or put on pause from QVC. I don't know who's buying Rinna wine or rosé. I don't know who's buying Rinna beauty. She said she was getting social media deals. I haven't seen her do any sponsored posts, but again, I don't follow her on social media. So maybe. Here we go. My contract is up, and I can tell you that, she teased. So whether we re-up it, I guess, is up to the Bravo gods. I would like to go back. This also kind of confirms that her contract was up this year, because this is 2019. And I believe the Bravo, they do like 3 to 4 year contracts. So 2022, which is now, would put it in that 3-year mark. So you know what? Kathy Hilton was onto something when she said your contract was up and you needed a storyline. Okay, dun, 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 dun. So yeah, you guys, again, this is from an article in E! News back in July of 2019. Lisa Rinna, out of her own Lisa Rinna lizard lips, she already told us she was faking it, she was creating a character, and she was willing to do whatever it took, and that she is money hungry. And she already said it before, she would do anything for money. Anything for money. And she has. But I want to know what you guys think, particularly about, Crystal clapping back. This is the Crystal if Crystal comes back, this is the Crystal I want. The Crystal has point way when she said, yes, Crystal, because I actually really do like Crystal Kong Minkoff. I do. I actually really like her. And I think that if she focused more on her life and her luxury and being a lady who lunches and her coconut water, business, that's the Crystal I want to watch. The Crystal who comes in confident and with a point of view and with that light, fun, kiki shade. Then bring it on, Crystal. The Crystal we got at the end of this season, and the Crystal we've seen, over the last couple of months. And this Crystal is the one I want, not the Crystal that's kind of flip floppy, playing the fence, placating to the faux Fox 5. Not that Crystal. We want this Crystal. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Crystal was right? Lisa Rinna is projecting. She's the fakest one of them all. She said she's in it for the money, but yet she's the brokest one. She talks about everybody owning it, and we all have to talk about it and tell the truth and blah, blah, blah. It's all going to come out. But just like she said, she's the one lying about who she is. She's the one who's creating a character, and she's the one who will do anything for fame. So put it down below. But before we do that, guys, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!